Hi students, we discuss silo in the animals. Coelom is a body cavity between body wall and organs. The presence and absence of coelom, the animals are divided into acoelomates, bilaterians, acoelomate, bilaterians, pseudocoelomate, bilaterians, and eucoelomate, bilaterians. We already completed acoelomate bilaterians and pseudocoelomate bilaterians. In the acoelomate bilaterians, coelom is absent. Coelom is absent. The space between body wall and visceral organs is filled with mesenchyme, a specialized tissue. So, coelom is absent in acoelomate bilaterians. Next, pseudocoelomate bilaterian. In the pseudocoelomate bilaterians, a space is present between body wall and visceral organs, but it is not lined by mesodermal layers. It develops from blastocele of the embryo. This type of coelom is called pseudocoelomate bilaterians. So coelom is present, but it is not lined by mesodermal layers in the pseudocoelomate bilaterians. Example: phylum Nematoda and phylum Rotifera. Today we discuss about the eucoelomate bilaterians. What is eucoelom? Eucoelom, a fluid-filled space is present between body wall and visceral organs, which is lined by mesodermal epithelium. Is called eucoelom. Eucoelom. Such animals are called eucoelomate bilaterians. So, this is the TS of bilaterian eucoelomate bilaterian. This diagram is the transfer section of E-coelomate bilaterians. This is body wall. These are organs. These are organs. This is body cavity or space. This space is filled with fluid or coelomic fluid. This fluid in the body cavity is called coelomic fluid. So this is coelomic fluid. So a fluid filled space is present between body wall and visceral organs, which is lined by mesodermal epithelium. So the fluid filled space is lined by mesodermal epithelium. So these are mesodermal epithelium. This is outer mesodermal epithelium. This is inner mesodermal epithelium. The outer mesodermal epithelium is arranged under the body wall, and inner mesodermal epithelium arranged around the visceral organs. Between these two mesodermal epithelial layers, fluid filled space is present. This fluid filled space is called eucoelom or true coelom or coelom. Eucoelom or true coelom or coelom. So this is the eucoelom. Next, during embryonic stages of eucoelomate bilaterians, mesoderm is formed. So this is ectoderm. This is endoderm. This is blastocele. Blastocele. Between ectoderm and endoderm, mesoderm is formed. This is mesoderm. In the eucoelomates, two mesodermal layers are formed from the mesoderm. So the mesoderm forms two mesodermal layers. So these are mesodermal layers or mesodermal epithelial layers or peritoneal layers. So, in the eucoelomate bilaterians, mesoderm is formed between ectoderm and endoderm in the blastocele. Later, the mesoderm forms or produce two mesodermal layers. The mesodermal layers are also called mesodermal epithelium layers or peritoneal layers. These two peritoneal layers moves in opposite direction. The outer mesodermal epithelial layer or peritoneal layer moves to ectoderm. The inner peritoneal layer moves to endoderm. Later, the body wall develops from ectoderm. So, the outer peritoneal layer arranged under the body wall or ectoderm. Next, the inner peritoneal layer arranged around the visceral organs. Here, the endoderm arranged in the wall of alimentary canal, etc. So, the inner peritoneal layer arranged around the endoderm or visceral organs. So, in this movement, so the two peritoneal layers moves in opposite direction. This outer peritoneal layer moves to ectoderm, inner peritoneal layer moves to endoderm. These are the two mesodermal layers. These two mesodermal layers moves in opposite direction. In this movement, a new space or cavity is arised between outer and inner mesodermal layers or peritoneal layers. This is the eucoelom. So eucoelom is derived or develops from mesoderm. Between the two mesodermal epithelial layers are peritoneal layers. Here, the blastocele, when the eucoelom develops, the blastocele is reduced. So, the blastocele is replaced by eucoelom. Eucoelom is formed between two peritoneal layers or mesodermal epithelial layers. So, the eucoelom is develops from mesoderm. So, the eucoelom between two peritoneal layers or mesodermal epithelial layers is called secondary body cavity. Secondary body cavity. The primary body cavity is blastocele. The primary body cavity or blastocele is replaced by eucoelom or secondary body cavity. So, the secondary body cavity or eucoelom is developed from mesoderm. Here, mesodermal epithelial layers are also called peritoneal layers. Here, the outer mesodermal layer is underlined so the outer peritoneal layer underlines the body wall. This outer peritoneal layer, which is arranged near or under the body wall, is called parietal peritoneum or somatic peritoneum. So the outer mesodermal epithelial layer or peritoneal layer moves to body wall. This outer peritoneal layer, which is located or arranged beneath the body wall, is called parietal peritoneum or somatic peritoneum. Next, the inner peritoneal layer or mesodermal layer arranged around the visceral organs. The peritoneal layer, which surrounds the visceral organs, is called splanchnic peritoneum or visceral peritoneum. Visceral peritoneum. So the inner peritoneal layer arranged around the visceral organs. This peritoneal layer is called splanchnic peritoneum or visceral peritoneum. So the outer peritoneal layer, which is located near to the body wall, is called parietal peritoneum or somatic peritoneum. The peritoneal layer which surrounds the visceral organs is called splanchnic peritoneum or visceral peritoneum. In the eucoelomates or in the true coelomates, the visceral organs are suspended in the fluid-filled coelom by peritoneum. So the peritoneum, so the, in the eucoelomates or in the eucoelomate bilaterians or in the true coelomates, the visceral organs are suspended in the fluid-filled coelom by peritoneum. Next, a double-layered peritoneum. A double-layered peritoneum that connects the visceral organs. That connects the visceral organs to the body wall by peritoneum. So, a double layered peritoneum that connects the some of the organs or visceral organs with body wall. So, a double layered peritoneum that connects the visceral organs with body wall. The double layered peritoneum which connects the visceral organs to body wall is called mesentery. So mesentery means a double layered peritoneum that connects the visceral organs to the body wall. This double layered peritoneum is called mesentery. In some eucoelomates like annelids, in the annelids, an example of annelid is earthworm. Earthworm is the example of annelid. This is earthworm. This is mouth. This is anus. This is body wall. This is fluid filled space. Fluid filled space. The visceral organs are suspended in the fluid filled space or coelom. So, in some ecoelomates, like in the annelids, the dorsal mesentery, this is body wall, this is dorsal mesentery, this is ventral mesentery. In the annelids, the dorsal mesentery and the ventral mesentery divides the fluid filled coelom into compartments or chambers. So, this is dorsal mesentery, this is ventral mesentery. So the fluid filled space in the annelids or in the earthworm divides into chambers by dorsal mesentery and ventral mesentery. So the dorsal and ventral mesenteries divides the coelom into small chambers or compartments. So the coelom of the annelids or earthworm divides into small chambers or compartments by dorsal mesentery and ventral mesentery. Certain organs such as kidneys in the vertebrates. Here vertebrates are eucoelomates. So certain organs such as kidneys in the vertebrates covered by peritoneal layer only on their ventral side. Only on their ventral side. So this is kidney. Here mesodermal epithelium covers the visceral organs, but certain organs or some of the organs such as kidneys in the vertebrates covers the peritoneal layer, which side only on their ventral side. Only on their ventral side. The dorsal side does not covered by peritoneal layer. So kidney covered by peritoneal layer only its ventral side or ventral surface. The dorsal surface of the kidney does not covered by peritoneal layer. The dorsal surface of the kidney attached to inner surface of the dorsal body wall. So it does not covered by peritoneal layer on its ventral side. So the peritoneal layer covers only ventral side of the kidney. This type of peritoneum is called retroperitoneum. Retroperitoneum. Such organs are called retroperitoneal organs. Retroperitoneal organ. So certain organ such as kidneys covered by peritoneal layer only its ventral surface. Such peritoneum is called retroperitoneum. Such organs are called retroperitoneal organs. So in the eucoelomates, the mesodermal layers or peritoneal layers arranged beneath the body wall and around the visceral organs. Mesoderm develops muscles. Mesoderm develops muscles. So, for example, the wall of the visceral organs are muscular. Muscular. Visceral organs are covered by mesodermal layers or peritoneal layers. So, the mesodermal layers produce muscles in the walls of the organ. So, wall of the wall of the alimentary canal is muscular. Is muscular. So the muscular organs or muscular alimentary canal shows free movements. The muscles undergoes contraction and relaxations. In this process, the visceral organs freely move. So visceral organs can move freely due to presence of muscles in their walls. So due to presence of muscles, wall of the alimentary canal is very thick. So the digested nutrients in the lumen of the alimentary canal does not diffuse into body cavity. Due to presence of muscles in the wall of alimentary canal. The presence of muscles, the wall of the alimentary canal is very thick. So the digested nutrient does not diffuse through thick-walled alimentary canal. So the eucoelomates develops circulatory systems for overcome this problem. The circulatory system collect the nutrients or digested food from alimentary canal and supply to body organs. So the eucoelomate develops a specific circulatory system for transportation of digested food from alimentary canal to body organs. So the eucoelomates possess true coelom. The coelom is developed from mesoderm. The fluid-filled coelom covered by mesodermal layers. Here, the blastocele is replaced by mesodermal layers. Based on formation of true coelom or eucoelom, the animals are divided into two types: schizocoelomates and enterocoelomates. Schizocoelomates and enterocoelomates. So based on mode of formation of coelom, the eucoelomates are divided into two types: schizocoelomates and enterocoelomates. I will explain the schizocoelomates and enterocoelomates in the next class.